I'm really excited about the new Generation 2 Portable Watchdog with Wi-Fi and auto shutoff. They fixed all the issues they had from their previous portable model, making this hands down my favorite surge protector on the market and what I recommend to all my customers. So come on down here, let me show you the differences. The big one is a rain cover. This is where the RV cord plugs into. So you pick that up, you can see either 30 amp or 50 amp be the same way. This dust cover keeps things clean when not using the surge protector. Inside of there is a light so you can see at nighttime, and this plug cover goes down and you can put a lock right there along with the normal lock you'd have up here on the top. So everything is nice and secure so no one can walk away with your watchdog. As far as the alerts, the old model you can only get alerts by Bluetooth when you're at your RV. This one connects to Wi-Fi so you can get alerts when there's problems at your RV when you're anywhere in the world. Now let's plug this in and show you how it works. So I have the 30 amp and 50 amp models. They both operate the same way. Your differences would be the plug. So 3 prongs on 30 amp, 4 prongs on 50 amp, and the 50 amp has much heavier wires going through it. So if you have a 30 amp RV, which has 3 prongs and a plug, you'll buy a 30 amp surge protector. And if you have a 50 amp RV, which has 4 prongs and a plug, you'll buy a 50 amp surge protector. Yes, even if you're plugging into a 30 amps, you'll still use your 50 amp surge protector because you need to buy a surge protector that matches your RV amperage. Okay, let me show you how to plug this in properly. Now the spaces around here are so tight, I came to an open campsite so you can see what's going on. I'll pop some pictures up when I need to so you can see it actually hooked to an RV. So to start with, make sure your breaker is off inside of your pedestal before you plug anything into it. So we go in here, find our circuit breaker. We have our 50 amp surge protector. We'll make sure the 50 amp breaker is off. Then we'll take our surge protector and we'll plug it into the outlet. Now once we're plugged in, before our RV cord is plugged in, let's test the power. So turn our breaker on. The watchdog takes around 4 seconds. It'll tell you if power is good or if there's an error. If the power is good, the face turns white on the watchdog. If it turns red and there's an error issue, you'll see a code down in the bottom right corner. You can reference that to the chart on the side. If everything is good with the power, we'll turn the breaker back off. And then we'll take our 50 amp power cord, plug one side into your RV, take your other side, plug it into the surge protector. So pick up the rain shield, remove the dust cover, take your cord, push it in, make sure it's tight, put your rain cover back down. As you can see, sometimes the plugs have a bigger handle on it where the rain cover doesn't completely close, but it's still out of the weather underneath of the main body. Now once your cord is plugged in, come back up, turn your 50 amp breaker back on, or 30 amp if that was the case. After a few seconds, the watchdog clicks, turns on, sends power into the RV. At this point, you can open up the app, make sure things are synced, connected to your Wi-Fi, and you're ready to use the watchdog and get alerts anywhere in the world. Now a common question is, do I need Wi-Fi for this to work? No, the watchdog will work all on its own when it's just connected and the power is turned on. But if you want alerts when you're not at your RV, that's when you need Wi-Fi. Okay, now I have it connected. You can see we're in a tight spot. So come over here, I'll show you how the app works. So to start with, the app for the Gen 2 Watchdog is different than the Gen 1 Watchdog. So you need to download a new app if you're getting this surge protector for the first time. Then you will add device. There's a QR code on the front of the device. Then we'll scan it. So we're going to do a Wi-Fi connection. So once you're connected to your Wi-Fi on your device, it'll pop up automatically. Then put your password in. Now that we're connected, we can name the device. So with this being a 30 amp RV, you can see it only has one line of power, which is all you're going to have. You can see your volts coming in, how many amps you're using, your hertz, also converts to how many watts you're using. And at the top up here, your kilowatt hours used. So if you're at an RV park that you pay for electricity every month, you can verify what you have on the app is equal to what the campground is charging you. And you can reset that over here on the right. So if you want to reset that at the end of the month, you can reset it back to 0. Now, if there was any issue for the Watchdog, it will send me alerts directly to my phone because I'm using Wi-Fi to get all my alerts and check everything. If for some reason you needed to turn power off to your Watchdog, that is right down here on the bottom. And the same thing would go if I want to turn power back on. And that's a nice feature if you have your RV plugged in at a storage somewhere and need to turn your power on or off. So that's how the app works. It's super simple. Now if you got an error code in your Watchdog, it'll turn red on the front. If you open the app, you'll see a message on the top that'll tell you what's wrong with your power. And what I love about the Watchdog, if you ever were to get a surge, you can replace the surge module itself inside of it. You don't have to replace the whole thing. That surge module is easily replaceable. And let me explain EPO really quick. That stands for Emergency Power Off. So that is monitoring your power 24/7. That's the EMS system of a surge protector. If that feature is important to you, when you're buying a surge protector, make sure you get the model that ends in EPO. They do make the regular Gen 1s and Gen 2 models that don't have EPO in it. Those are not monitoring your power 24/7. The Smart Surge Protector ends in EPO. And before I forget, I do have a discount code where you can order directly from Watchdog and save a little bit of money. I'll put that and a link to the new Gen 2 in the description of this video. And if you also want to see how the older model works, I'll link that video in the description as well. That's a full review video, which is a great resource for first-time RVers, and it does a good job walking you through step-by-step how it all works. So the Gen 2 Watchdog offers the best protection, smart monitoring, and reliable performance. That's why I trust it and recommend it to my customers.